Welcome back. I'm Mark from Independence Title, your premier title company for all your closing and educational needs. I told you we would be back with training, so here we are with a little tidbit about TRID. Now, everyone out there knows that last year, October 2015, the mortgage industry was overhauled, and we have new things such as closing disclosures instead of old-fashioned HUDs. We have more information on the closing disclosure for the buyer, separated from the seller. And one of the biggest things we wanted to mention is, last year, the whole premise was that your closing final cash to close figures would be given to the buyer 3 days prior to closing. And it was all about the bank disclosing this information in a timely fashion, and the end result was supposed to be great for the buyer, because why? They had time to review the closing disclosure completely, they had time to get their wire out to our title company, and they had time to ask all their questions even prior to the physical closing 3 days later. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, the reality is that as everything is created, then things get loosened up and tidied up and changed a bit, and in a year, the lenders, major lenders out there who we live for and need as our business partners, have come up with a very nice solution to having to have the exact figures, final figures, 3 days before. Now they've interpreted the rule to where they have to just disclose at least 3 days before. However, they don't necessarily have to have the final figures 3 days before. What does that do for our client? What does it do for customer service? What does it do for our buyer's agents out there? What does it do for our listing agents out there that we have to tell them, well, we're almost there, but we don't have those final figures, so we really don't know if we're going to make the 3-day closing. Now, historically for this last year, there has been some extensions. There has, especially the larger lenders, the smaller, more mom and pop private lenders. They're big, but they're not the big five, let's say. They tend to get everything closed per contract on time. The larger lenders, and of course they're the busiest lenders, have really been the ones to invent this loophole, let's call it, or extend the definition of the timeliness of the final figures. So we in the title industry know, those who work in the title industry, those agents of you out there that have been doing this for a long time, you know we're the last ones to get the bus run over our back. We have strong shoulders in order to support you guys to look like rock stars to your clients, but we have to work as a team and realize that the intention of final figures 3 days before is not the execution a year later. So our staff is trained to mitigate these circumstances, prepare, set up expectations for your clients, under promise and over deliver, and we still, of course, are ready to close on time, but the hope that the 3-day rule would be solid is not coming to fruition. It's only one of the TRID topics that we'll go over. It's nothing to be negative. It's about being prepared and being realistic with what's going on in your industry. For more information on TRID or any other topics, please reach out to us to the information below. We thank you for letting us have a Mark moment with you and look forward to seeing you again.